7 universally admired people who did horrible things. 1. The Dalai Lama milked the CIA for funds. In the 1960s, the CIA ran a Tibetan program. $1.7 million a year was channeled to the Dalai Lama. The money was used to support the Tibetan independence movement, but the movement was suppressed by China. The Dalai Lama was forced to flee. When the story became public, he blamed the CIA. 2. William Golding was an attempted rapist. William Golding is most famous as the author of Lord of the Flies. He also won the Nobel Prize for Literature, but at 18, he attempted to rape a 14-year-old girl. Golding freely admitted it in his memoir. He called the girl depraved by nature and sexy as an ape. 3. Pablo Picasso was an abusive womanizer. The renowned Spanish painter was married twice. He was 46 when he started dating 17-year-old Marie-Therese Walter. This drove his wife, Olga Holova, to a mental breakdown. She demanded a divorce, but Picasso didn't want to divide his property. Picasso soon grew tired of Walter and started dating Dora Maar. At 63, he ditched her for 23-year-old François Gillot. Maar suffered a breakdown and Gillot left Pablo 9 years later. She had borne him 2 children, but Picasso abused and refused to marry her.
Women are machines for suffering,
He once said. 4. Roald Dahl tried to justify the Holocaust. The beloved children's writer did not hide his racism. The original Oompa Loompas were African pygmies. They were revised after an NAACP outcry. In 1982, Dahl criticized Israel for invading Lebanon. He blamed it on the Jewish character that provokes animosity.
Even a stinker like Hitler didn't just pick on them for no reason.
Dahl added. 5. Isaac Newton erased his rival from the history books. Isaac Newton's contributions to science are undisputable, but he really hated his scientific rival, Robert Hooke. Hooke and Newton disagreed on whether light was a particle. After Hooke died, Newton did everything to tarnish his reputation. He even destroyed the only painting of Hooke in existence. 6. Bobby Fischer praised the 9/11 attacks. Bobby Fischer was the greatest American chess player of all time. He was the only American to be crowned official world chess champion, but he was also a raging anti-Semite. Fischer thought Jews were filthy, lying bastard people. He was a vocal Holocaust denier who hated the U.S. for supporting Israel. On September 12, 2001, Fischer said,
"I applaud the act.
He then called for a military coup in the U.S.
They'll close down all the synagogues, arrest all the Jews, execute hundreds of thousands of Jewish ringleaders."
7. Chuck Berry was a peeping Tom. Chuck Berry is revered as the father of rock and roll. He had a criminal record that began when he was 14. At 33, he was briefly jailed for an affair with a 14-year-old girl. And in 1990, he settled a class action suit with 59 women. They accused him of taping them while they went to the bathroom in his Missouri restaurant. The case never went to trial because he paid out $1.2 million.